Hey,
I should say that we are live here. Hey. Say that we are live. Yeah, I believe so. We are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. We are live, and this time we are better. Each
echoing a lot.
live.
Just a
Yes, we
minute.
are live. Hello, everyone. We are live. This time
Hey,
we
everybody. Good to see you guys.
Namaste from the pageant heroes. Just settle down, grab your coffee, and probably if it's good time, then
Guys. Hit
join
pause
the
in
room.
the house. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? How's your Sunday going?
Grab your coffee. I need to do this. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I think we're getting better at this. I'm less stressed than pressing the wrong buttons. Now I've got the hang of it at the YouTube studio, and probably shall be a pro in next few weeks.
I think it's just that the more we do it, I think we'll figure it out. But I think you're doing pretty well. You don't give yourself much credit, Guru, but you're doing a lot. So, yeah. Mm,
Okay, hey
just listening.
Hitpal Singh, Lana, hey Gurus, yes, hello, thank you for being the loyal ones. Have you seen Nikki's podcast? Yes, we can
Hi.
actually dovetail into that as well. And
I want to hear your views on what you thought about the podcast, honestly, because it was
I,
done by the
Smriti Chabra, I
contestant,
think it was very,
yeah,
very,
Chabra, who was
I was,
Delhi, who we were very shocked came into the top.
I didn't have
Um,
much views of it. I think it was a badly conducted, one sided podcast.
Obviously, it was just she was buttering up. It was just like praising him, and because nobody else was doing it, let's be honest,
She was
Guru, nobody
asking the
else
right
was doing it.
questions, but then she was
Nobody.
also assuming the right answers. You know, she was asking the right questions. So she spoke about the withdrawal rate. She spoke about why
Hmm.
things are in the moment. You know, she was getting anything from his side. She was just lapping up. She was not kind of rebuttal or she was
No, no,
not
no.
going back.
It wasn't a balanced interview. It was just
Michelle
something that,
D one
yeah.
two three. Thank you for being back. And yes, we are back as well.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Krishna. Hi, guys. Good to see you back. My good. I Yeah, that was an absolute disaster. If he wants to really get it, first of all, nobody wants to interview him, all right, from the looks of it. Otherwise, we would have seen something substantial from anybody. And well, whatever we did see, Guru, like I said, it was all, him in the limelight and promoting Madam, because I don't know how many people does she get on her show, celebrities or whoever.
No, it was
So
the
I
first
don't,
podcast, I believe. I think, yeah, it was
it
her
is her
first and his
first.
first.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
one thing which I was quite grappling with, I
Hmm.
thought, I don't know, I have to check. There was one question in which she spoke about the pageant pages, and she mentioned about the two people whom run this pageant page. And, I
Hmm.
don't know whether she was alluding to us, but none of that question came from us. But I don't know from.
What was it? What was
The
it?
question was that he is banned or blocked this page, and this page is of managed by two people. So I was a little confused, and then I need to check actually whether he's. But no, it
You
shouldn't be
mean
the
banned us
case.
on Instagram?
I don't know. I have to check actually. It
Interesting.
because I
Two
don't know
people
anything
from two
else.
people or two people. It could be
So
to any
I'll
people
relay
or
it. Let me just go. What should I check sequentially? First, let's go to YouTube till the time people chime
people
in.
are coming in. So yeah, go do
Uh,
some investigation. Let us know what
Yeah,
happened.
so I'll give you guys the time of the stamp when this video should be looked at. And I don't know, I
Yeah.
was ironing my clothes that time for this session
Hmm.
today, and
Huh.
I heard something else, which is he's saying we don't do tarot, but I then it made me even more inquisitive, and but then when I read.
Is
read
it
it.
us?
No, no, no.
Oh
But
my god.
when I went through it, then that tarot thing was not there, which is
Well, I interesting.
and that's the organization I've seen it for free. Rather than responding, I simply talk with you. The ones who support you a lot.
Yeah,
Right there.
Michelle, we saw the Mizoram's national director. So
Or
yes, I definitely feel we're gonna have a strong contestant this year.
there
But
was a
again,
funny
we
question
have
about
Nikhil
Nikki.
Anand in
Everybody is
the
calling him
helm,
Nikki
so that's
Nikki.
going to be a big tricky thing for northeastern girls because he doesn't seem to fare with them at all. So,
Next
if you saw a
question.
previous episode, and that's what this entire talk is about the wish list of who we want to see come back, right? So yes, I think Nirupama is one of our top favorites to compete. Yeah, so let's see.
For journey. Thank you so much. And
But I don't know, Guru, if this guy was so intimidated by us that,
no, 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 I don't think it's
he
us.
would.
But it felt odd. There's another question. At exactly 41st minute. So I don't
Hmm.
know if you could hear what I'm going to, replay because that's
Hmm.
the question. Two people. They were saying that they are from a. Thank you so much. And are you able to hear what I'm going to say? Even if you have 500 followers or if you have 500K followers,
Somewhat.
I mean, I value you both. And there was another question, like two people. They were saying that they are from a pageant page and you blocked them. What's the reason? They were saying, please unblock.
No, from two people. No, no, she would have said bloggers. She would have said bloggers or vloggers or
No,
pageant
I think people in
experts.
India call these as pageant pages for some strange reason, which is so. Probably they are
No,
pageant
there's so
pages,
many
and they just
pageant pages, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
there's
no, no,
pageant
no,
pages
no.
where they just update images because I don't think
Uh,
that it's
No, no, no,
representative
no.
of us.
No, thank God that's not directed at us. We've shown him like absolute straightforward, you know, I would not say criticism, but advice and views on
How
what
does
we
one
thought
know?
happened. And we also acknowledge the fact he did a fantastic job with Manika. Although, like now we have all these girls we want to see come back, and that's what we're going to talk right now. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, he should come on our show. Let's get him on our show, and then we'll see like what is the actual beef about. But I don't think there's any beef between us.
No,
So,
I think we are very
um,
respectful, but we don't means the question. The question is still going to be the question. You can't avoid the question.
no, we will be hard hitting questions. Yeah, we're not going to be all sugarcoating everything, or we will give credit where it's due, but we will also be very honest and candid about everything and straightforward. And I think that's what we do in pageant gurus. We call a spade, and that's what we'll stick to doing. So, but like I said, I think it takes, and we have such wonderful queens come with us and get into our rapid fire rounds, our fun and serious questions, and they've handled themselves brilliantly. So I think
It's
we
also
know
a pageant
how
preparation
to.
for them. It's also a
We
preparation for
prepare
them.
almost weeks and weeks when we get a contestant or a queen on our show and how we're going to talk to them and what we're going to ask them, and we do a lot of researching on these girls and their personalities, and so I feel we have a completely different um
No, it is not
mindset and
us.
how we
We,
deal with
we
these
are
things.
there. Huh?
Yeah.
So he's
This is
following.
not like, I'm not going to name any vloggers' name, but I think you guys know them, and they're like very superficial and superficial questions, and they don't get very deep. They don't, it's just, it gets very boring, and I don't think we would ever want to be that. Guru's not like that. I'm not like that. So,
I'm
I
still
think
wanting
it's
to find out from Lara Datta who was the designer of her farewell walk. It's that one question which lingers, and I hope I remember
yeah,
when I
I know.
meet her.
Was that black dress? What was it?
No, it was this like the Colombian crystal, completely, top to one, but
Oh,
it was a
yes.
very
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
nude.
I remember. The
It was
nude
a very
thing. Oh,
nude
God,
thing
yes, the
which
nude
has
one.
no, it's just body figure. It's just it's like the body is the kind of
Maybe
trophy.
in the 90s that was popular, I think.
That was
Ouch.
very, I think
I'm
it was
holding my.
way,
Oh my God.
that was way, I
I.
think, ahead of any times. I think
Hi.
it doesn't get enough due for the era that it was produced in.
Yeah, 90s was like a lot of minimalistic things. Maybe but that's because her red gown also had that spaghetti strap. So maybe that was the thing, and we don't. Now it looks quite odd. But
No, in
so
fact, it was
Michelle, this
one
says, do
year
you guys
before
have
that.
any specific girl for Miss International India crown? There is this girl, Simar Kaneja, the one from Northeast too. So is Miss International coming up next, Guru?
Mhm. It'll come after
No.
1 year. Ruth Sindhu, let her enjoy her reign.
Oh yeah, Miss International. Why you guys asking about Miss International? That's what I'm wondering. Like, wait a minute.
That's because this year when they crowned a Miss Universe India, there were so many other positions also that filled up, right? So we had the likes of Miss Global, we had Miss International, then we had Miss Charm. All of these
Hmm,
girls came
hmm,
from the same
hmm, hmm,
pageant. So I
hmm,
believe they
hmm,
think
hmm,
that if we're going to talk about Miss Universe India, probably we'll talk about the other um, pageant systems as well. But I think this is more focused purely to Miss Universe India, who
hmm,
would be a
yeah, yeah.
worthy successor to
And
Manika, is what the
correct.
discussion should
And
be focused.
also, I think if you saw the episode, we did kind of switch and say some girls can attempt on Miss World. So if you guys want to share that as well, because I think Amishi Kaushik should go for Miss World. She's just too brilliant, this girl. So, um,
She's
yeah. So let
universe
me
as
know
well.
what you guys think.
She's in fact, I mean, she can go to international. She also has got that porcelain white skin,
But
and she can be.
is it a worthwhile pageant from the way they're
It's
operating? It's
the
like I just we sent the
so,
perfect candidate this year, and
but she actually won the
people did work a
best
lot on
evening
her.
gown competition. Rush won the evening gown competition. She was number one, and they released the score. So I think what Miss International did well was, though it was a little late, that
Hmm,
they completely showed the results of
hmm, hmm, hmm,
the
hmm,
judging. So the top 25, that's where
hmm,
I think she came at number 18 or 17. I'm forgetting the number, but she
hmm,
was way within the top 20. And then even
hmm,
Elizabeth Raska was in the top 25. So she came out 23rd. So I think that was one good thing that Miss International did, where they actually gave the rankings, at least, if not the exact score, and didn't
hmm.
go to the which judge it went
True,
to, but the overall.
true.
I think that's what I think Miss France goes an extreme where
Hmm,
it's 50-50 between votes of the public and votes of
hmm,
the judges, and they actually go by judge and by
hmm,
queen what is the ranking or the marks
hmm.
that were given to them, including the public. So then it's the average of both, and then they have proper accredited agencies who actually verify the total and rankings of the score, and then they kind of
What's happening with my laptop today? Yeah. Hmm.
no, but you're doing
Still-
just fine, actually.
Yeah, no, it's just not even starting. I need to show it to someone. It's been giving me trouble.
It's the
Good.
weekend.
At least you can see me and I can hear you talk. So that's the fun thing because I'm just going to be like a moderator because a lot of questions coming up. What do you guys have to say about the rumors circulating about Rachel participating in Miss World? Some say if
We
Miss World
did last
organization.
time. No, no, no. We've done and dusted that.
Oh
Right now, I don't
yeah,
think.
guys, it's not happening. That's done. She's not coming back. It was a rumor. If you look at Luis Perteles, go to his channel, you'll see that he debunked that entire thing. It's a complete debunk. It was from a fake profile that was not even hers. And if you go on her TikTok, nothing of that announcement that came from her side. From what we know,
Krishna,
no pageantry for her for a while.
Krishna Dev has a
So
question. Have you seen this state finalists of Feminine?
feminine.
I believe you're talking of Femina Miss India, right? They are so high caliber girls. Let's talk about Grand India finalist. So now,
Hmm.
Krishna Dev, you've flipped from feminine to femina to grand. I'm little lost on this. So what are you trying to say? One of the state
Let's just
winners?
go with Guru. This question. Let's
Oh,
start
what is
like
this
how it
live? Okay,
happened.
so what is this
Yeah,
live?
I'm
Very,
just
very
scrolling
important
up.
question. Prabhat Pandey, very good question. So we recently took out a video of our top picks or a wish list of Miss Universe India comeback queens that we would want to have, and this was basically some of them were from last year's batch, some of them were from the year before that, some of them were from Femina or Diva, if I may say, and that was our set of things. But what we really found excited in our lives is that you guys really come with your favorites, and that's precisely why we are here today. So it's all about the queens that we want to see in Miss Universe India 2026. Six.
Okay, so
Okay.
Michelle D says, no, please, Miss Grand India finalists, everyone are so bad. Sorry, but it is what it is. No strong girls coming for MGI crown, and no one wants to be the host delegate for MGI 2026. Nobody wants to be host delegate. I think Nawaz will be the host delegate. But you know what? Somebody messaged on our
She had a
channel
lot of
and said that
publicity.
there are some. There's one girl that's standing out. I don't know which one it was, but he was like,
Have the
"There's
three
one girl in
finalists
MGI
been
that I
decided for
stand
Miss
out."
Grand International? I'm a little not aware. For MGI India, are the
MGI
finalists
India,
announced?
all are horrible apparently, but then there was this one girl. He said, I don't know which state he didn't mention. Was
Okay.
it someone from North? I think he mentioned, but I don't know. How does it matter? Is my question.
You see Miss Universe India's post on Miss Mizoram's national director. It seems Mizoram is coming strong this year. I believe Northeast
Yeah,
always
there's
comes
a new
strong in terms of
nationality just announced. You saw him?
not nothing. I have
I mean, he
not.
looks really serious and strict kind of a person. I don't know if he's
Miss
gonna use
Universe.
his brains and get the right girl, but yeah, Rufo is somebody I loved. Yeah, somebody, Hitpal, you're right. Rufo was unbelievable. I loved her, so would want her to come back strong. It would be fun to see a northeastern girl win and represent India. I think it would be fantastic. Because we've pretty much done all the states. This is the one zone that we've not tapped into that potential, and I think
Not
they
for Miss
should.
Universe. Not for
Why
Universe.
not? Why?
Why it's a matter of also the results. I haven't seen any girl from Northeast do extremely well and then actually win. They've always come
See,
second
that's
or
the
third.
point of a comeback. Now, Guru, I'm talking about not a fresh, but a comeback girl who's probably gonna, like, I know, like, remember how much I loved Zuchabini, and she bombed horribly, like, horribly bombed. And I feel if she had the right, and if she had the, in a sense, that want, that desire, to be on that stage, then yes, it would have been a game changer. But it looked like she didn't have the desire. But I do feel there are a lot of these Northeastern girls that have it. So I would not dismiss them. I just feel that maybe with the right training, and I hope to see comebacks do stronger. So I'm hoping for Nirupama, Zufo to come back, and we see some changes where, yes, now that they can tackle the Latinas and the Europeans on the Miss Universe stage, because it's going to be probably a Latina dominated this year. Um, I would doubt it if I
Where
think
is it?
you never know for the sake of proving everybody wrong. Somebody from the Africas will be crowned this year. So because there was riots, and I just get this feeling,
You know, what I've seen is our current Miss Universe is in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico has been
Yeah.
waiting for the most awaited, important, all important meeting that had to happen with the owner and
Mm,
management. I don't know if that
mm,
meeting is going to happen while she's there or not, because ideally it's the best time for them to connect, to sort out whatever differences or whatever
mm,
things that they
mm,
want,
mm,
and
mm,
then announce it while
mm,
she's there.
mm,
Otherwise, I think it's a good opportunity, and I think they should not miss that opportunity of her being in Puerto Rico. You know,
mm, mm, mm,
um,
mm, mm,
basically, she's doing her Caribbean tour. We've seen her go to Dominican Republic. She's gone to Guatemala, I believe, and
mm,
now Puerto
mm.
Rico. Okay, I can see the national director. His name is Amos Miss Dongzuala. Dongzuala, Mizoram.
Yeah, I mean, again, he looks all fine. It's just that what is he going to produce? I don't know. What is he going to bring out? I mean, that's left to see.
Oh, Meghalaya,
Um, and
Ryan.
also, I want to see the state finals. So where can we watch that? I want to
But
see the state finals.
I think it comes on their platform, which is the Glamanand YouTube channel. I believe they do air this, but it's not standardized for every state this happens. I think it's
It should be. I think they should do it so at least we get a bit of an idea on how things are happening.
true.
Because we only end up seeing them on the MUI stage where it's just okay, she's there, she's from there. I would like to see a little bit. I liked it how Femina Miss India used to do it. We used to get the magazine and all the girls' pictures and profiles were there. My mom, oh my god, she made sure that we got the subscription for the magazine every
That
month,
time there was
and
a
I
lack of
would wait for
information.
it.
It was lack of information, so the value of it was very high. I still remember when
There's
Miss
no
India
internet. There
winner.
was nothing. That's what we had, right? The
I
newspaper
remember
or the news,
it
which would be
was
yeah.
I think whenever Miss India used to go to Miss Universe, there used to be one episode or one magazine where her
Hmm.
preparation just before she leaves for the international pageant at Universe, they used to post
Huh.
what her dresses and what her exact trousseau is going to be like, and that was very
Hmm.
exciting.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
there
Hmm.
are certain for Limerina D'Souza, there was a purple colored chenille or velvet gown that was
Hmm.
there, and she did not wear it, but I saw Miss Ireland wear it. So she had apparently, lent it to her for the
Hmm.
finals. So there have been many cases where queens have actually lent their own wardrobes to other contestants during their stay.
Okay.
Same thing
Hmm.
happened with Manushi as well. When Manushi won in that's Miss World, though, the gown that she wore was great, but there was another blue colored gown which was similar
Hmm.
in silhouette and the feathery,
Hmm.
that,
Hmm.
and that was something that Miss South Africa wore. So in the top 10, what gown is being worn by Miss South Africa is actually from India. So that was an interesting trivia for you guys.
Oh, that is sweet.
Of course,
I didn't know that.
historic
Yeah.
is the earrings that Sushmita Sen won with the were actually
Yeah,
earrings
Colombia's
from the
earrings, right?
Philippines.
Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah. We.
Philippines,
Oh,
because she
Philippines
was
is
the
earrings. Oh,
hostess.
yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Host
So,
country, of course. Yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
So I think
Hmm.
these things happen, and I think that's what actually sisterhood also is all about. Because yes, we can
Hmm.
be very competitive when we start talking as a national pride, but eventually they're just all a cohort of young women trying to have a good time. And also on the last days where I think the competition really comes out, and then
Hmm.
your your mindset is very different. But if you're going for a beach club and you have to dance and you have sponsors, what competitiveness? You're trying to find people that you can connect with, and you
Yeah.
know as a community you
Hmm.
should bond together, so and have fun as well.
True. Do you think
Okay.
this year Feminist India is gonna go, hold any other license? Apparently not.
No, I think
Um,
they have quite easily set up
yes,
this
I
whole
stand
thing
in
about
line.
Femina, which is Miss World, is doing well. I don't think they'll do more. I just feel that the preparation time for the winner is becoming too long because of this 1 year of Femina of Miss World, where
Hmm.
you had already Nandini, and she had to prepare almost more than a year before she actually gets presented as the Miss World candidate from India. And same thing has
Hmm.
happened for Nikita as well, because the calendar year of Femina is going in 1 year ahead of its time, and the
Hmm.
Miss World is happening its own pace, right? So
Yeah.
ideally it should be that, okay, we want to know that the queen who just wins, like for example, Nikita would give away her crown and still not have competed in Miss World, which is so
Hmm.
weird. Same thing happened with even Sini Shetty. She didn't
Hmm.
even compete in Miss World and she gave away her crown at Miss India. Same thing happened with Nandini Gupta
Yeah.
as well.
That
So
was, yeah.
yeah.
True.
So ideally, if they can
I am
correct that.
surprised. How come Nichols back for another year?
No, it's a 3 year minimum, I believe they
No,
take.
he's not finished three. I thought three is done. No.
Nine, LMA Ria Singha. Second is your Manika. So third will happen now.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh my god. One more year of him. Oh dear God.
But no, but if you look at Nawad, he has 25 years license.
Ah my God.
That's what you
That
said,
is
Vinny.
like. Oh
So
my God. That's a nightmare. I mean, God bless Thailand because they're never gonna win the way things are going. The amount of hatred he's created, for the girls with his stupid personality, it's going to be quite a disaster. Okay, so I want to talk about the girl which we're talking the most is, I think, Mehak. But I think we all know about Mehak. But I want to know, guys, what do you think about Ankita? Because I have heard everybody saying Ankita Singh coming back. To be honest, I don't know why you guys are saying it. Even Guru saying it. I need to know because I honestly, I don't see it. What is it that you guys are saying about Ankita Singh? I want to know, Guru, what is it that you
Ankita,
see?
I am just very, very enamored with that batch of queens where
Huh.
Harnaz was there, Ritika was there, Ankita was there,
Hmm.
and there was even, I think, Tejasvi, and then Sachi Kodale was also there. So I think it's more of the batch that I really
Hmm.
find very interesting. And yes, she was there and she gave a good fight, but I believe there is still potential in her. But what I heard from
Hmm.
one of our comments in the chat was that, again, every year I
Hmm.
think she just tickles the people and just teases them that she might be making a
Yeah,
comeback,
yeah.
but there isn't much.
Ankita Singh is not hitting us, just like the comments replied straight to right hint. Okay, so they're all hints that are happening. Okay, Michelle D. Yeah, hints, but then the question I'm asking is what is so good about her? Like, I want to know what is like
What if Veena wants to
amazing
participate
about.
as Miss India? Then the entire Indian subcontinental will start shouting Veena, Veena, Veena.
Have you? There was I saw some post about Veena and some wedding, so not wedding gown, some gown she's wearing, and the same bun and that makeup. I'm gonna switch to my laptop. Hopefully, inshallah, it starts working. I just don't know. She looks so weird, Guru, for me
No,
with
she's
that
trying to be
same
the
teeth.
Shiro of
You
her
know that.
film.
Yeah, so that that her teeth, her hair. She just does not look like a person that's very natural. All looks very made up. It's like her personality got completely diluted with during the whole preparation.
Ankita for Grand actually wouldn't be a bad choice. Yeah, Krishnadev, I think you've got it right because she has the sassiness and she's got the right amount of brain as well. Not too much, not too little, just fine. But and I do feel that I don't think she's that famous as I think pageants would do her well. It'll be good for her career, is what I feel, guys. So okay, I'm gonna go through the messages as well. Okay, we can see Emma, but we can't see Emma. She's still around. I'm quickly going through your questions, and where is this now? Wow, I'm lagging. Okay, we have Manika is coming on big screen. Of course, she will definitely come on big screen. I honestly want Father to come back. Yes, she was a very good queen, actually. I don't know why, but then small pageants, state pageants, Manipur produced so high caliber girls. Yes, which is great because even a country like Puerto Rico is a tiny speck on the world map, produces almost five Miss Universes. So it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. In comments, there's so many people requesting Smriti to bring Rachel. She said she's trying. Okay, we can try. We can definitely try. Okay, do you guys have any specific girls for Miss International? Okay, we spoke about that. I don't think Rouge Sindhu can recompete. And what do you guys have to say about the rumors circulating about Rachel participating in Miss World? We have done that and we have covered that earlier as well. And Michelle, Rachel can only become Miss World India if they appoint her. Do you think that she would be okay in competing, or she would want, to be appointed as a Miss World India? And if that is her condition, then I don't think this will sell very well with Femina. I don't think Femina would want to have these appointments. I don't know when was the last time a Miss India, a Femina Miss India was appointed. I know of cases where, for example, in Diva, we definitely have the case where girls are appointed because of ABC reasons, right? But for Miss World, I'm not too sure that the strategy of being appointed as Miss World India will work for Rachel as well as for Femina. Okay, Star Entertainment all 5 years now. Correct. Yes. Yeah, Parliament, I think Miss World won't appoint. Yes, Miss India, they will not appoint. Absolutely, you're right. CEO of International says there are lots of rumors about his pageants, and he's talking about the fair skin stereotype. Maybe he wants to the face. So this guy used to be a pageant vlogger and used to be a manager of, I think, I'm forgetting his name, Stephen something, right? Because I remember he came in the limelight when there used to be these chats during COVID time, and he was pretty much the production manager for Miss International. But he's done extremely well for himself in the recent couple of years. Let me see, where is Emma? She messaged me something because that could be a possibility. Okay, where is she? Stitching, switching. Okay, she's switching. All right, then. Oh yeah, ranking was so Peru was 19, yeah, Rouge was 16. Colombia wasn't even leading. But the moment I saw Colombia in the evening gown, I felt that energy in her to win Miss International. Though she's not a prototype of what a Miss International should be. Can you invite me? Okay, I think I need to invite her back, and I shall do that right away. Let's see if we can get Emma into the house. Okay, I'll continue with the questions. Okay, yeah, inshallah, we shall have her back very, very soon. Any instant, Emma should be there. Okay, let me continue. That guy Stephen, yes. Q&A India, that Hope Crown will strong another. Strong girl for international. Okay, but what qualifies a contestant to be strong is something that needs to be articulated extremely well. Yeah, I know it's quite a boring start of the year, though at least boring is better than um, all of this chaos. So it's all right. It's we also need to do other things in life than just pageantries throughout the year.
Exactly.
Okay. Hello, Emma is back in the house. This
Nightmare. Guru, after we finish this live, you have to tell me when I start my laptop, all these apps start now, like start, they just open up. When how do I stop that from happening? So hundreds of these things opened up and I just could not. Oh my god, what were you guys talking about?
I'm going through the questions, and we were talking about that the year has started in a very boring way. And my view here is that it's better to be boring
Okay.
than to be chaotic. Miss Grand Thailand 2026, yes, they've kicked off. And last year also we reacted to their national costume. They were so cute. I think that time Rachel had not resigned. So we were still watching it and watched it because she was there as well. And there was one in which there was a Ganeshji as a national costume of Miss Grand Thailand. And actually, the national costumes are quite spectacular, very creative and innovative. You remember there was this cat. She's actually a cat, and she was trying to do meow meow and then went to Papa Nawaz. She actually won.
That
It's
was
actually a cat.
disgusting. You're right.
Those Macavity, like a mystery cat. That was her
It was,
thing. Miss
yeah, I found that
host for some
so.
reason. Correct. Malaysia has also suddenly come into this thing. So El Salvador, I don't think so because she said it's close to Philippines.
Hmm.
So it could be Malaysia as well. They're right now in Malaysia.
I then again, I mean, I don't know. I just feel too much of theatrics and circus like thing with MGI. I don't know. It's just, it's good. It gets boring after some time. He says entertainment, and anyway, it gets damn boring. I think it's
It
just
is.
so gimmicky.
I don't know
So
which new bee will
gimmicky.
he call because CG Piazza adopted this new bee which is behavior.
Oh.
So there was this beauty, body, business, and brain, and then there was behavior, which was, I think, not targeted in the right way and didn't really
This
land well.
year again, Miss Philippines bloodbath of veterans. Oh my God, who's coming back? Don't tell me Venus coming back.
Veena is can't come as Philippines. She's
Oh,
Thailand.
sorry, Thailand. Oh, I'm sorry. This one, what's her name? Atisa. Who will
At-
come back? I mean, who
Atisa
will come
Atisa
back?
has won. Once she has won it, they cannot come back again, no? Or maybe she can because she's Ma Atisa. Anything
You
is
never know
possible.
with Filipinos. It's anything is possible because the way that they gave her that
It's like Venezuela ka
homecoming is like as if she actually won it.
year
I
ago,
think
yeah.
so.
Right, Michelle D. Okay, 2027 Star Entertainment will take on Universe. फिर तो हो गया हमारे कल्याण. Good, at least we saw Harnaz win. And after that, I think we should change our country, it seems. Ankita Singh is like hinting, but not hinting us as. That way, I think Filipino candidates do their very interesting way of revealing. This is all left to the universe. It's all about you. The U will be capital. That means it could be the universe. They play with the minds of the psyche of these pageant fans like us. But eventually, they do what they meant to do. Okay. The
Yeah,
year again of Philippine bloodbath. Yes, okay. Have you seen this Divine Beauty contest runner-up? Komal. Oh my God, good girl. Who is this good girl? Komal. What is the full form of Komal? Runner-up to Komal. Komal, I know only one Komal, but she's nothing to do with pageantry.
Who? I
Okay.
know. No, there was. I don't know. There was one Komal long time back. Yeah, no. There was one Komal ages
For
ago.
success in
No, not
career.
recent.
About Ritika, she to some extent has already established as successful. Yes, absolutely. Nikki, you're absolutely right. Hi, Nikki, you're in the house. Who, if I don't know, it's okay, it's Nikki Julia, Nikki Julia.
Julia Astrid. Okay, hi, hi. Your views
You're
on
absolutely
Miss
right. All
Reina
this while
Susanyo.
pageants were just a stepping stone or a platform for them to see what next. And I think that platform can be created by anyone in social media who has a phone, who has a voice, and who's unique. So
Hmm.
that power or the elusive power of a fame, instant fame name by being glamorous and ticket to Bollywood or Hollywood, which was reserved for Miss India's, is no longer the case as we speak. I think
Yeah.
social media is quite responsible for this, and it's a fair and equitable, um, platform. So there's no nepotism when it comes to celebrities from the internet.
Hmm.
And what else? Let's move forward. AI career, I don't think so. She's gone. Okay. View on. Oh, yes, I saw the introduction of this lady. I'm forgetting her name. The Tanya? Is Tanya her name? Who's gone to Miss.
Dilshaj. Dilshaj, that new girl we're talking about.
A lady who's competing right now at Reina
Oh yeah,
Hispanic
I just saw
America.
her. Yeah, I saw her intro and she was speaking Spanish like very well. I was like, yeah, that was quite interesting that she could speak Spanish well. Very fluently. It was not that she was stumbling at all. I don't we need to watch that pageant to see what
Tanya
she's up
Naidu.
to.
You're right, Michelle. Tanya
Mhm.
Naidu.
And Naidu. Yeah, she's like I think the way she spoke was quite interesting. Let's keep an eye on her. Let's
And
see what's gonna happen.
when is the finals, guys? If give us some hint, then probably we can do something about it.
Maybe we just do a live reaction to the finals and let's see what happens. And
I don't
how
know whether they also give us live or not because I haven't seen it this competition live ever. So if it is actually, let's do our search as we speak. This is called Reina
like Miss
His.
Intercontinental has been going on for what 53 years, and I was
Yeah.
like, what? I mean, I think these they don't get channel rights or whatever because they're not well established. So,
So
but
it's
how
been
much of it? How
34
much? How
years. Reina Hispania Americana is 34 years. Huh?
interesting? Will they give an Indian girl a
2026.
chance? Let's see that this year.
Because it's
But
called Hispania Americana. So where does Asia come in?
that's what I'm saying. Will they give
But
Indian a chance?
Philippines is there as in, I don't know when is it happening.
John
Uh,
Culver says this is the first time India's participating. Exactly, because now we know about this girl, but I've never noticed anything about this before. At least the 4 years that we've been running this channel, I have not heard about it.
they
Guru
say
says
9th of February. No, 9th of February to
Guru
kal
knows
hai.
everything for like decades, centuries, I would say. From his previous incarnation as well. I have like all the information, more of the information the last 4 years. But Guru's have spoken about it. So again, I don't think this is that important.
July 2026. I don't know. It's written in Arabic. Sorry, in this thing in Penal. Okay. I have
It
no
happened.
clue when is it.
Okay, Philippines and India
You know,
both serve.
Venezuela is part of Miss Asia Pacific. Then you just understand that why are these even contests named in the way they are?
Oh, Philippines and India both competing okay, debut this year. Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, it doesn't seem to be like a great pageant the way the stage was or whatever that little thing I saw.
Name
Let's
should be
see.
appropriate. You find are they Hispanic people? What's the criteria for this pageant? I'm not too sure.
No idea. What is the agenda and what does the winner get? Does it is just the crown or what? Does she get anything that is substantial and worth it for competing in the first place?
Correct, because
So
all
yeah.
these girls are competing. What are the triggers or what are the qualifiers? Why are queens wanting to go to a particular pageant? I can understand from universe world it's like global fame, but somebody saying that okay, I competed in Miss, Asia, World, Pacific, Crown, Sunflower, Bloom. There's so many pageant systems, right? But what could it be? It's just that fame, or do they get money, or do they get contracts based on previous winners? Do they look up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's the same thing with many pageants. Now, remember we were talking about this, like what does Miss World, Miss Universe give before we'd see all these sponsors and clothes and makeup and jewelry they would get. It's all pretty vague now, I think. But it should be interesting to see. Okay, so Guru, let's get to our agenda because you know for a fact that you want to see Mehak get the crown this year, right?
Let of us
I
at least say yes to competing again. Though, I've
Yeah,
had
I
my
mean, how many of
conversations
you
with her
guys
and
say
she is like
give
always.
MUI crown this year?
I think what happened with Charm with her, I think that's clear indication that she has to come back, and that's what I have told her. Because if she would have gotten into the top five and even been the top three, I don't think then she would have pursued Miss Universe India. But having
Correct.
said, what happened with her was very, very unjustified. And her answer, when she said that your potential is limitless, nobody define your potential because your potential is limitless. And then being given that was the potential that Charm saw. I think that's where I think if she can convert that pain into power, there's nothing like it because there's no one right now in Miss India's history who can give that double snap and turn than her. I think that is her trump card. What probably we need is a very strong swimsuit performer, knowing the format of Miss Universe currently, where there'll be a lot of semi-finalists and like 30 happened last year, and then they'll squeeze it down to the top 12, and you really need to have your snap and turns and your passerella absolutely spot on. And I think that she has. I think the training that she's had with Coco Berry is really showing a lot of promise and fruit. And I think it's also her gait, the way she carries herself. It's she's very commanding her body posture. So I think that's really good. Um,
No,
and yeah, I
absolutely
just feel
agreed
that
with
she
you.
needs
And
to.
I think she's super young and she's super intelligent. She reminds me of how, passionate Shishmita was at that young age. She surprised all of us, by overtaking Aishwarya Rai at that time. So I think Mehak has that. Again, I hope Nikhil sees that because I think he can, if he does, then he can really do a good job in refining it. Because I think where she needs to work is her makeup. The only weak thing I would say is her makeup, because I love the way Monica has transformed her
And even
makeup
her, even a styling of the
and
gowns,
her hair. The hair and the makeup and
yeah.
of course the
Mm.
gown. These are the weak links of Mehak. Not because of Mehak, I guess whoever's controlling the situation. So I
And
do
no
feel
purple, no purple
no
gown,
light
please.
pastels because she's young. Okay, and another thing is she needs to really work on her hair. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe some change of hair color, streaks, but something to modernize it, something to make it more womanly, and something more glamorous. Um, and I think, she's a perfect canvas to make the most beautiful
I
painting in
loved
India.
her national costume as well at Charm. She had that huge ball gown skirt of I don't know what it was. It was like with I don't know if you remember. There was this huge skirt, like a lehenga, which was like a what Irenis Kilva wore at Miss World. It's like a
Oh yes, yeah. So Balgan would look lovely. So she's a tall girl. So I don't think you need too many layers and things that are tassels. I don't want tassels on her.
dramatic.
I don't want anything with too long trains. I want something that is fresh, lovely, more like radiant, elegant look on her. I want to see a little more dramatic makeup on her, a little bit more. And I think she's stunning. And I think hair is fine, but I think polish her a bit, and I think she's gonna be a smasher on the Miss Universe stage. So I do, and Guru, our darling Tasneem Raza also was agreeing with all the girls we wanted to come back, and she was happy. And she was saying, "Yeah, Mehek, obviously, yeah." I mean, we all are saying Mehek, and we have, I want to see Vamshi Uday as well. as well come back. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like these girls, train them a little bit, and you have a
So
absolute
I think
superstar.
if that
You know.
happens, they'll be in the right hands because Nikhil did the same thing with Manika.
Put
Like
them on
last
top.
year
Put
as
them
well,
on top. Yeah.
Manika was there in 2024 when Ria won. She was in the top 20. But if you see her transformation from that year to 2025 and from 2025 when she won to when she competed at Miss Universe, it was exponential. And I think that's where
Correct. Yeah.
the girls need to not give up on their first try. It's like look at the classic case of Pia, Miss Philippines, who won after the third attempt, right? Similarly, you had Catriona, she went from Miss World to. So I think that culture of not losing hope after the first and pack up your bags and do that. So believe that pageantry itself is a 2 3 year commitment till you get the best version of yourself. The first year you're just trying to find out, okay, what's happening around you. Second time you
Correct.
try to understand, okay, this is the game, this is the sponsors game, this is the organizers game, and how in all of these games you present yourself.
Yeah.
And probably by the third you have that view, so it'll have its own uniqueness in every year. And don't lose that hope, and it's a long term gain, because even though if you're not
God
winning, you're
forbid
still
she
improving in your,
succeeds.
you're still polishing up when it comes to your talk, your makeup, understanding of nutrition, even social skills, so it's not that you're wasting your time at a pageant
Yeah.
ever.
John Colbert says we need to really focus on hair and makeup and styling. The Q&A era is over. Yeah, I mean, sadly, Q&A era has gone because it doesn't really matter when they pick a winner for whatever reasons. So I think the contestant needs to stand out. She has to be a showstopper. Well, Cote d'Ivoire was and she didn't. Anyway, I hope we don't see that this year. But yes, I think we need to focus on hair and makeup for Mehek. And of course, wardrobe. Essential is the wardrobe. She has to be spot on and nail it like what Harnaz did.
Not
Harnaz did
Namo.
Monops. I
Namo
really
gowns are enough. They are being
pick
selling
up
it at
Nama. I
discounts.
want Saisha Shinde to come back. Guys, what do you think about Saisha Shinde? I think she's brilliant. I love the little cocktail dresses she designed for Harnaz, and my God,
No,
when
no,
she did
that Muba.
the Mubu makeup, the thing they do, the photo they do one.
The
What's it
Muba.
called?
Muba. Muba. Muba.
Muba, the makeover thing they do, right? The styling. And they did Hana's, and she was wearing the blue bow cocktail dress from Saisha Shinde. And oh my God, blue one was my favorite color. I just went nuts. I'm sick of numbers. I do hope Nickel changes it up now. Um, I'm fed up with those same things you see everybody rehashing, everybody's wearing it, everyone's going back and forth like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Now they're 40% off as
तू
well.
पहन ले है ना मैं पहन लूंगी फिर मेरे को दे देना मैं उसमें पहन के आऊंगी everyone's just circle one gown was circulating through the entire year it's just, I don't know, it's boring so I'm tired of those crystals I'm tired of this chunky nude look I'm tired of those typical Vietnamese design. Is it beautiful? Don't get me wrong. It's just that it's done to death now. I want to see haute couture. Guys, go and see. Right now, this I think the spring collection came out in Paris Fashion Week. Check out George's Hobeika's collection. Oh my God, you'll be floored. George's Chakra, right? So George's Hobeika's haute couture. This is spring summer collection. Watch that fashion show and tell me how those gowns were. All right, that's what I want to see. Not okay. Elisab is okay. Where these guys try to do a little bit of Elisab because Elisab does a lot of crystals and stones and lace, and he's a brilliant Lebanese designer. I love him to bits. But what George's Hopeka, killer.
There's
I'm
one
s-
also with, I think, Gaurav Gupta is there, where he's done somewhat of a lava gown or the
Gaurav Gupta
universe
does those
gown.
curly, very movement. There's a lot of movement in his gown, and Aishwarya Rai wore it for Cannes as well. So that's Gaurav Gupta's super famous. And also look at Zuhair Murad. I think Zuhair Murad, that guy. Oh my God, killer gowns. So I want to see high fashion. I want to see class, elegance. A real princess on stage. So. I keep sharing gown pictures with Guru, these vintage gowns.
Guys, what do you think about Vipra Mehta joining Miss Universe India?
Hitpal Singh says nobody can afford George's Hobeka. I know they can't afford George's Hobeka, but they can be
First
inspired by a
copy.
design. Yeah, they can just हमारे में कितना copy paste होता है हमारे
We
Bollywood
can,
में हम
yeah, we know how to
अरे
copy
यार
paste. We'll just
but
look
the
at the
Anu
gown
Malik
and make our own
you
version of it.
yeah you guys are bachchas but do you remember Anu Malik when we were in school he used to copy idhar se inspiration and he would copy all the songs okay so get inspired from these collections and kind of make it in your own interpretation is what I would like to see so but
Okay, I'm
I
just going to Sachi Kudale. She actually said, "Thank you so much, guys. Guys are so sweet." But I think I'm done forever. I wish I could go back, but pageantry. This chapter is forever shut for me. Oh, Sachi, you can't be
Well,
doing
darling
this.
Sachi, we love you, and I want to see. I know I'm going to see amazing things from you, and I'm getting a hint that she wants to get into acting because you know what, that face, those eyes. Like, I was just thinking, you know, that famous song that was recently called "Aaj Ki Raat," "Aaj Ki Raat," "Mohabbat ka something," "Aankhon se Kijiye." What is that song? The green dress, she dances. "Aaj Ki Raat," tam tam something. Aankhon se Kiji is a famous song that just came out not too long
No,
back. So yeah, and I was thinking Sachi Kodale in that it would actually look
no,
amazing.
she's made for
You know,
Bollywood. You know, for
if you
her,
can get
definitely
somebody
pageantry was a stepping stone. And if she can crack Bollywood, then
yeah. So I hope you listen, darling. Yeah, because I think you can just really do something amazing because I think she wants to get into acting. So yeah, I would love to see her. Vipra's prelim
oh,
designer. Yeah, Vipra got a bad deal
yes.
with the gown shit,
No, but the
remember?
preliminary gown was nice. I want that same that house
That red
should
one.
actually the red one. At least it had something interesting because otherwise red gowns can become either very tacky
I
or they're
don't like
very
red gowns, and this is not that red, it's that maroon crap thing. It wasn't
and
the
even
pop
the I think the crystal there was a bit of black crystal in it or deep gray ash crystal. I think that was what was making it look very nice, especially
I just
the
wonder the Indian designers, do they have some allergic reaction to pastels? Because we have such wonderful complexion, different hues of complexion in India, and Vipra, for her
Shadi,
complexion,
I
that
think pageantry. What I see is that pageantry is coming from Shadi ke function. You know, uske andar there's
yeah,
reds
it was
and there's
like
these greens.
baby blue, light pastel pink, lavender,
Those are
mauve,
your
lilac.
din ki shadi. Those are
You know, lilac is such a beautiful color, and I
yeah,
don't know,
but
I'm not.
that lilac is for the aunties. You know, they'll have the lights, very decent, the
Remember we go
decent
to the shop
lavender
like
and the velvets and the the
pista green
pista color
color.
and the pyasi color. These two are for the satsangs. And the
Hmm.
chicken curry, chicken curry, I'm
So
saying the chicken work.
it's a bit messy
Okay,
up, but I think those colors would look
okay.
lovely on
Talking
our.
of Bollywood, I think recently another queen has been making headlines, and she is none other than Kalpana Iyer with her Ramba Ho Ho Ho. What do you
Bless
think?
her heart. Guru sent me that video. I took a few minutes and then I realized she was Miss India. And from that body, and then that she wore these hot pants, I remember. My mom would find her so amusing, you know, and she with that bun and everything. Oh my god, she was so adorable dancing in the. And you know what? I wanted her to get her out of that sari, make her wear a cute little dress. I mean, she's so cute. I mean, she's aged so beautifully. This
She
is
is
what I
very
love.
sweet.
No Botox, no plastic surgery. She's aged so beautifully.
But
And
she's
she's
a very
Miss India,
strong
right?
woman. She's based out of the UAE. And this was almost a year back. We had pinged her because I thought, let's just get her on our show. But she got so busy. But I'm so glad that, you know, this moment of virality or fame, which has come in her lap, she's lapping it up and she's ever so grateful and so gracious. And I'm extremely happy to see you get your due, your limelight.
So much of dancing. I mean, you know, it
All the
just,
best.
I think when I go old, how will I be? But then when I see such powerful women, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to rock it. I'm going to rock it when I get really,
Yes.
really old. So,
At
uh,
at 60, we have to take out a video. You remember we have a pact.
yeah, we're gonna take a video at 60. And by the way, when my hair grows all white, I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna just get colored and I'm gonna be like pink one day, blue one day, green one day. So I'm gonna be like an absolute, you know, firecracker when I'm 60. Um, so John Kolba says Avriti's gown was insane. Really hope they collaborate with that designer again. Who was Avriti? And by the way, John
Avriti
Kolba, where are you
Chaudhary.
from?
Okay, Avriti Chaudhary is preliminary or the final gown? I think she wore the same. It was purple.
Have I
I think
seen
that was
it?
a very, very interesting gown. You're absolutely right. But you know, something similar to what she wore and what really caught my eye was in Miss World in 2010 when Komal Rana, she won the designer award, and surprisingly, that gown was designed by Falguni and Shane Peacock, which normally don't really design well for pageantry. But her black, silver and gold gown that she wore, which is a bit reminiscent of what Avriti wore, was spectacular.
What was it
I
like?
Avriti
For
wore a deep purple aubergine dull gown. It was nice. It did well for her complexion, but then I think she sprained her ankle. There was some twitch. She was almost about to slip, but she carried herself and got up quite composed. But you could feel the moment she kind of slipped, she knew her chances from the top 12 were out. She did not progress further. Same thing happened with Ritika as well. While gliding down the inclination
I don't
at
remember when she wore
this
that
thing
white.
again, who? Ritika wore red, Avriti
Huh?
wore purple.
No, no, she slipped again. Memory problem. She slipped in the red color. I
Red.
forgot the maroon that with that feather crap. Huh? Yeah.
In the end, it's a little bit, very, very minor. If people had to notice it, they would have, but
I
otherwise, people would not have noticed. So, Avriti as well as Ritika, both of them did a bit of a slip up.
Mm.
Avriti was quite obvious. It was very, very there. Let me see.
So
What
what
is
about
this?
Ritika coming back for MUI? Any update? Because now we also like the Let Me Tell You girl from Miss Diva.
She's a second.
Um,
She's a runner-up now, so she's already part of the Leva pageant contract. So she will pretty much get stuck to them for a while.
oh shit.
Pageant vlogger claims Miss Universe tries to silence him.
That Koil Rana gown was spectacular. Gold, bronze, silver. What do you
She won.
remember about the gown? I don't
Uh,
remember it.
she won the designers award in
That's
London.
right.
And if you've
Oh,
seen Avriti's gown, I liked the bodice part of her deep purple aubergine gown. It was not in your face, but it was still
yeah.
crystally. But let me see if I have a screenshot. Uh, Vritti Chaudhary, try of Vritti Chaudhary. I think Supranational, they keep changing and experimenting with gown designers, which is a good thing.
Hmm, hmm.
And images of a final gown, I can't still see where it is. Uh-huh.
Mehek should definitely come back. She deserves nothing less than that. But will Nickel crown her if the franchisee goes under some other organization? Will they crown her? Michelle.
No, the latest. I think for this batch, she definitely has a chance, and Nikhil should take someone who's already prepared. Doesn't need too much of you know mentoring because he wants to probably concentrate on the other pageant that he has, which is the multinational.
Is he actually doing that or is just some
He
bullshit?
mentioned something about it in even in the
But
podcast today, saying that that is also there. So it'll just be a timing game.
October, November is MGI, and he has to launch it before that. And
So
as of
August, see, he'll just
oh,
finish Miss Universe India and then he should start. I think that'll be his sweet spot. So that girl who is Miss Universe India should be a self-learner starter. So I think that's where we feel that Meg should be the one. Evening gown. Okay, where is that purple one? Oh, yes. Okay, it's how should I give that to you?
Chloe White is simple. What I want for pageantry, like Venezuela in 2008. I'm trying to think what was that white color in
Diana
2008.
Mendoza, you want?
That gown.
Of course, she like that yellow gown. Who's saying
I
this?
liked Glibova. Hitpal. I like Glibova. Nati's white gown. That was
White
white.
gown. That was timeless. Huh? That really, like,
That
you
was
could make out that this is a
absolutely,
Miss Universe who can
absolutely.
carry that piece of gown
It's such
effortlessly.
a yeah, correct.
Let me send you on the chat this video of Vritti. Strange. It's an Instagram. Okay.
You sent it to me.
Let's
Let me
see
see.
and control.
I really want to see because
Instagram. Yeah. I've sent it to you on Zoom.
mm, on Zoom you've sent it. Okay, let me check. Zoom.
Zoom machale, zoom machale, zoom. So, which is the next big pageant? I was hoping that we would have got announcement of when Miss World is happening, but it seems we need to wait a little bit more. Okay. Were you able to see?
Yeah, I'm just everything is going slow on my laptop. I'm just opening that. The G Hub thing opened up, everything opened up. Oh, I don't know if I can open Instagram on my laptop. Can I?
Of course.
Let me see. Scared of clicking anything because this might go.
Facebook, can you open? If you can open Facebook. Well, let me just give you a screen. I'll give you a picture of my phone. So. Okay, I just felt that Komal Rana's thing is much better than what this is. I'll see this.
Okay. See, my whole screen's gone white because I clicked it. Ah, I'm so irritated. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
It's
it's okay.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. That's why I'm saying Komal Rana's gown, guys, must go and check that out. You know, that was special.
Yeah. I know Nikhil loves black because he's a Scorpio, and so he'll always dress the girls in black. I don't want that. He should wear black and leave the girls the colors.
But last year it was okay because the entire country was mourning Queen Sirikat's demise, so black was apt for the occasion. But it
And you
can't
know
be
the
that
joke of
it's
the century? The joke of the century.
what
Nichols' birthday is same as my boyfriend's birthday.
I rest my case.
Horrifying thing. I
You told him on his face. I remember our conversation.
told him that. I was like, oh my god. We were just, yeah, we were on the flight, I think, when we were, yeah,
No,
18th
no, we,
night.
we, had, we had to go to the mall. We had just come. It was while
And then
going
I
to
was
the
like,
mall, MBK mall that time.
yeah. And then it hit me why he puts girls in black and why he's always in black is because so even my boyfriend Scorpion, generally male female both love black. That's the natural instinct. So yeah, black. I don't want to see black. Black is something is like, unless it just works, but I don't think for an evening competition black should be there no matter how sparkly it is. Okay, for cocktails and preliminaries and events and all, it's fine. But for the final show, I still think pastels are lovely. And no silver, no gold. Okay, real summer colors. I think they should do the girls' colors, the season. So I don't think he knows that, but every girl has a season on what color suits her. So I think he should be a little more mindful in choosing the color and the silhouette of the gown, and most importantly, the material. It's no more that crystal thing. I'm bored of it.
And we also talking about what the girls want. So one good thing was that Manika wanted a red gown, to be honest, and it
It
looked
looked
great on her.
amazing in the opening ceremony, and then what happened with the final gown was disgusting. I was happy she didn't wear it because we saw that on Charm stage, right? That star and that starfish on the
Yeah.
thing. Ugh, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? I don't know. He maybe jinxed her chances just by choosing that gown. That was actually. I want to see a ball gown. I think even Emma loves ball gowns. The best ball gown I saw was with Miss Russia 2018 in the prelims. She was a Barbie doll. Yes, 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 Michelle. You got that right. Absolutely correct.
18. Which
I
which
love
which
ball
year?
gowns. 2018. Russia wore a ball gown. I remember. I remember.
Ah, that blue and white, in which it was like a correct. Understood. It had feathers. It has crystal, and it was ball gown. It was, yeah. It was a
I
very
love
very.
ball gowns. I think ball gowns are classic, and you can absolutely, look stand out in the crowd with the ball gown. And the thing about ball gown, it can be just
How do
one
you
color.
sit? This is what I was discussing once with Emma. That isn't it very uncomfortable to be sitting? How does one sit? It's like
So
those
there's
Kathakali
three
dances,
kinds
like
of
we
ball
have.
gowns. Either you have a crinoline skirt inside, which is giving it a real, like, okay, what, remember what you saw, the forgot her name, Piskova, who were in the finals of Miss World, her Fable Walk, right? You saw that
Scuba.
gown. So yeah, so that has crinoline. Crinoline is actually like a fishbone like you had
Wired.
under the underwires of bras, that same concept. It's like this round, and it's a shell. So the shell stands like this, and inside you're nothing, you're just standing with your legs, so nothing is touching your skin, and then the fabric is on top. That's
So
a
they can put
crinoline.
a stool and sit on it, and it'll seem as
No,
if they're just sitting
you
on
don't
top.
have to. So there's a way, because in the olden days they would wear crinoline, right? In 1800s and stuff. So how do you sit? Is you just lift, and you just kind of lift it, and you sit down. So it goes in the front. So you have like a.
I'm
So there's a
saying
way of
don't
sitting on a
carry a
chair.
stool. The stool should be inside. Then they can sit
No,
anytime.
you don't have. There's a way of sitting with a crinoline, and then if it's a ball gown made with tulle, you can just sit because it's soft, it's fluffy. So there's like billions of layers and of tulle. So there's a famous picture of um um Sex in the City. What's that girl? The main girls, Carrie Bradshaw. What's that? Sarah Jessica Parker. She wore a tulle gown, which was a meal fuel gown from Givenchy, I think. So it's got these flowers, Guru, and it's like a billion layers of it, and it's called meal fuel. Meal fuel is also a pastry, which means thousand layers in French, right? So in tulle, it's always layered to get that much. So you sit on it, beautiful. So you'll see the same thing when that Indian designer who went to Cannes, she wore a pink tulle gown, which she made it herself, which is that famous designer, that Indian girl who
Tanya
wears.
Sharma. Tanya. No,
No,
Nancy.
that's
Nancy. Nancy
Nancy
Tyagi.
Tyagi. Nancy Tyagi made her own pink gown from
Yeah, that
tube.
was the picture.
Stunning. So that's the kind of gown I want to see a girl wear. So, and you can have Tanya. I mean,
I don't even have to iron them as well because I
no,
could not get an iron in the entire hotel.
you don't need tulle. You steam it a bit. So it is something easy to carry as well, and it's just, yes, it's quite fluffy and everything. So yes, tulle gowns, beautiful material to make a ball gown. Light lilac or pale blue. Oh my god, I think it looks stunning.
What about
Baby
what
pink
Miss
with
Indonesia won at Charm? Sorry, at Miss Cosmo, which was the garbage bag, the black one.
which one? Miss Cosmo? Indonesia.
I was
Oh,
saying that
that was absolutely horrifying. Yeah, yeah.
I
That
liked
was
it that she wore it next time as well. So she recycled it after a year. That was
the
a good thing.
recycle. Yeah, that was a sweet thing she did. I think it's lovely to wear the gown you won in. I think that was an iconic, and probably why I liked the gown afterwards. But during the
So,
competition, it was
the only
terrible.
one that we know of a queen who wore the same as what she wore when she won.
Yes. I do remember Aishwarya Rai for some other event wore her Miss World winning gown for, I think it was on some, I think it was some Bollywood award show or something, that she came and she wore that same white gown. She repeated it. I think that's the only second
Oh,
time I
when
saw.
Miss India became in after I think the Millennium Edition, where Aishwarya Rai and Diana Hayden wore their winning gowns, that Sushmita Sen could not because she had overgrown her body had changed a lot when she was 18 to when she actually became like 7 8 years
Oh,
later.
okay, okay.
Because there's this whole edition of Femina no, in which she's wearing Yuktamukhi is wearing that blue. Everybody is wearing their winning dress. This has happened in 1919. Yeah, when Lara Datta won. It's,
Who's this guru? Somebody's wait, what is this? Monika's gowns were hideous. Yeah, that's true. Not hideous, just her final gown was horrible. Her prelim gowns were amazing.
yeah,
Okay, God. You guys remember Neonita's golden gown? It looked beautiful. Neonita's golden.
Neonita Lodh, my God. Yes, I
And then
don't think
I think
she should have been given a chance to at least walk in that. I think it was amazing when we had who is the Jijaji? Priyanka Chopra's husband?
Nick
Nikki.
Jonas.
Yes, Nikki. He's also Nikki, huh? So Nikki,
So
he was there and he was performing at Miss Universe 2014.
hmm.
And you can see that Neonata Lodh is in the background in one of the spots where they are just moving along with the gown. And I think that was a nice gown, but it didn't get its full limelight. It was there during the preliminary, but that time the Indians used to wear the same gown in the preliminary and the finals. It's only now
Correct.
that we've seen that
If you
change
check out
happen.
Miss World India 2013 evening gown from Falguni Shen. Do you remember that, Guru?
2013.
Falguni Shen evening gown. Miss
That was
World.
2012, not 13. 13 mein to there was this lady, what was her name? Harnaz Kaur, some Navneet Singh Sandhu. 2013 was Navneet Kaur Dhillon. Sorry, Navneet Kaur Dhillon. Are you talking about? Are you talking of uh, what was the other lady's name? But that was like 2012. That was 2012 when Shane and Peacock won.
How was
That
it?
gown was there. It was basically her name. She's also from Chandigarh. What is her name? Yeah. What was her name? M से शुरू होता था उसका नाम. But she actually that day I thought that India is going to win because she won everything possible. She won the beauty with a purpose. She won the top
Yeah,
seven, and
yeah.
but then they gave it to China. That was a big khichdi that happened. I'm forgetting her name. 2012, Navneet Punjab, 2013. Yes, Vanya
Yes.
Mishra. Yes, Vanya Mishra. Correct. I did not like Navneet Kaur Dhillon's evening gown at the finals of Miss World. In fact, she tripped when her name was being called out. After her name was called out,
Acha.
she tripped. That gown was not doing her anything much. Yes, you're absolutely right. Vanya Mishra, I really thought that when it happened in Sanya, it was a huge stage. I really loved that stage. And the lighting of that was amazing. And Miss China won their second Miss World on China soil and Sanya. So,
You remember this one? Along with ball gowns, there should be gowns with a slit and back like red one, which Ukraine wore in Miss Universe 2014. That is also considered one of the gowns in
yes, that was
Ukraine.
actually by a proper designer. I've forgotten his name. Zoab, the same guy that you were talking. What was his name? Arabic designer, no? Zoab Ji. What was his name?
Zohair Morad.
Yeah. This guy had designed for Miss Ukraine.
My
Yes, it
God.
was.
Okay,
It was
great.
amazing. Like there was
Absolutely.
Miss, what's her name? Colombia, who won eventually Miss Universe, Paulina Vega, and then there was Miss Ukraine. And what I loved about her was the earrings that she combined with that gown. Some gowns can look horrible the moment you have contrasting earrings along with it. It just removes your entire, it kills the look. So
Yeah.
accessorizing the
Like
gown is
Michelle was
equally
wearing those
important.
gold earrings with that
वो
black
कहाँ
thing.
से था? I don't know. It was like
Horrible.
those rocks.
Yeah. No, I didn't understand that.
I think there would be a history behind it because knowing her, she they would have symbolized
I
something,
mean,
but it was just not
she
coming.
bombed. She actually bombed in the evening gown because with her great, edgy look. I mean, you gotta just do something. Or somebody's, there's an expectation of what you are. Leave your personal things aside. It just didn't. The amalgamation of her story was too much, and the whole essence of
It
everything
was
went down.
only her hair. If she would have changed her hairstyle to when she
Yeah.
was crowned Miss Universe Thailand, sorry, Philippines, it was also a bun. It was also short hair, but it made it look very classy. Again, she was wearing black, right? She did that snake hand
Yeah.
movement,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was that her edgy look became very. It wasn't gelling well. I think also the El Salvador people, their concept of beauty is very different. And being feminine, I think that was not something that she brought to that stage. And not to say that immediately after that, before that, there was obviously Miss Nicaragua wearing white and blue. Okay. Oh my God!
Turquoise.
Even
That
I
turquoise.
remember Guru 2020 was such a horrible year. She should have definitely won. Julia Dadi did not do justice, but hopefully now she will. Guys, did you see when Oprah was there at Miss World Philippines recently? There was a lady from India who is smiling her spirits out and talking about the charities. You remember Emma, the lady who came from, I think, one of the charities of Madam Sudha
Sudha
Reddy.
Reddy. Yeah,
There
yeah,
you
the girl
go.
in the sari. I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God. So we have a Miss World. at Philippines and an Indian girl in a sari stealing the limelight. I thought she was so classy
She
and
was, yeah, and
powerful.
she was very confident. She was smiling. It just
She
came
looked
from a very
lovely.
nice
The
place.
way she spoke, I think she was not cringy. I think she handled herself beautifully. And to see us in sari on an international stage as a, representative of Miss World for the Miss World, I thought it was absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I think it was. I love how it happened. I do hope so. They're ready buys it, controls it, or does something, has some controlling shares in it. We're gonna see it, I think, in Indonesia or Vietnam. I don't know what were they saying, but
Michelle, D, one, two,
not in
three.
India.
Just going back to 2012, that year was either Mexico or India. And the moment Mexico did not advance, it was India all the way. And I was completely shocked and really sad because suddenly, in the last 20 minutes of the pageant, things escalated very positively, where she won two awards and she came in the top seven. And she said, in a complicated world, I want to be uncomplicated. It just made a lot of sense for her to get crowned. But then when China was called, I was like, "Ye kya hua?" It was like completely googly, double ka meetha. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. That lady from India. That lady was from India. That sari and the smile should tell us.
Yeah, and but I think she handled herself lovely so far what she's doing, and I think she's keeping the girls safe and protected and good spirits. I think that's more important. Her reign is going well, and that's a wake up call for Miss Universe, because your queens were not treated well for the last few years, but Miss World is being treated beautifully. She seems
Can you
happy.
imagine?
She's glowing.
Opal got crowned, I think, 21st of May. So it's almost like 8, 9 months. She's you know ideally it's almost up. Her reign is almost over.
Who's reign?
Opal Miss World happened last time in May.
It's
It's
been
already
so long
February.
already. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
telling you
Time
life
gone
is
by
flying.
so. Yeah. Oh
Do you remember Miss Universe 2022? Of course, I remember that rehearsal gown
no.
was
Yes,
like
it was
she's
in May.
roots, as if she's from the Tarzan
So
and from the
next month we
earth.
want to see a new winner.
No, I don't want to see. I wish she can extend her reign for 2 years. I think
Oh
Miss
my
World should give
God.
contracts for two
Then,
years.
in that case, then get Jamaica back to sing "Never, Never, Never," and then
No,
she
no,
will
no. That was
have to.
pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, we don't want any more baggage
So
coming back.
then,
But
because of that song, she'll have another long reign.
yeah, Julia Morley and her ear lobe went to the
That song was horrifying. I've
ologist.
been emotionally scarred with that song so
And
much.
many, many, many girls have actually gone and sung that song. There was
Yes.
Krishna Rivera. She's also singing. Before that, there was Antonio Porcel. She also sang Never, Never, Never. And then there was, of course, our
I mean,
dear
the
Tony and
octave of
Singh.
that song is really high. So, yes, you got to have that vocal skill, because I'm a soprano singer. And trust me, to sing those high notes, it's difficult, guys. I mean, we're making jokes on it, but it's very difficult to sing that high octave and to maintain and to breathe at the same time. But, again, I think it's just so, it just has a horrifying memory behind it, or what. I don't know, but it was like absolutely, yeah. I think they should change it up. I think I want to. Who was that? Miss World Ukraine. She did a hard rock. She did a heavy death metal song with Ukraine. Was it? Who was it? It's all over all these places. She was a Miss World contestant, and I think she was Ukraine or something, and she sang a death metal song. Fuck, it was hilarious. It was actually hilarious because she was like, so not something you see from a beauty queen to be all demure and dainty and ladylike. But yeah, that was funny. Do you remember 2018 Venezuela gown, which was like part of her body? It was iconic gown.
Yeah,
2018
it's also because the way she walked. Stefania Gutierrez was like it was stitched to her skin, and that's what a good mesh does. It was a nude, very, very, you know, risky, if I may say, but very nicely done up. She was all protected in the right areas, and
Mm.
uh, wait, there was recently, I believe, there was one pageant in which. I'll see which was it. I think okay, forget it. No, I think Stefania Gutierrez really her charming. She looked like an Inca
Mm.
goddess, and
Which was it?
red.
Was it the
It's
one in
like
Moscow?
the year Madame Catriona won. In fact, Cat was here in Dubai, and I could not see her. because I was working.
Catriona one. What was
The lava
Venezuela?
gown, she came
Yeah,
third.
yeah. I remember lava, lava, and only lava. But what was Venezuela wearing?
She's wearing a nude, dark brown, and crystals, and almost like a nude stuck to her body.
Acha, I forgot. I think everyone was
But
focusing.
that top three gowns was amazing. Even your South Africa, despite having walking in that and completely tearing the hemline of that gown, she
Her
still
legs, right? That was. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And she had this big jatai, like the Shiv Shambhu ki jatai nahi hoti. She had this long, huge bun, like it's almost like this on top of her head. The Miss
Ah,
Universe tumbler,
yeah.
the juda was very lamba.
And yeah, 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 I remember. Antonia's final gown. Hitpal, which competition Antonia's final gown are you talking about? Miss Universe or the
She gave it
national?
away. I think Michelle D started that of wearing the same gown for her final. Yeah, you're actually right. So it is not Madam Indonesia because Michelle D also won and wore her final gown, which is your black one. No, I don't know. Maybe, no, what am I
Yeah.
talking? She wore a white gown in the end, but she also came in that final gown as well. I think similarly, Antonia also came in her final gown, but I don't know. I've forgotten what she crowned her successor. That was a different gown by the same designer.
Okay. Okay.
Ah,
Hmm.
what is this Thailand? Thailand, guys, what is this new latest?
2013 Ecuador was a fresh air. Who is this guru? I have no idea. 2013 MU Ecuador gown was.
Ah, green, Constantinople. My God, that mint green was amazing. And that feathery green, in fact, recently she came wearing the same gown. It was, she
Was
was
this the one
actually
in Russia?
Russia. Yes,
Yeah,
of
the one you
course.
went with the mirrors, that green.
Pista green, yeah,
Yeah.
same one.
But you know what
That
I didn't like that year, which of course I saw because you went there.
red, they were all cake.
So
Their
much, yeah,
makeup
no,
was everyone red,
not
purple,
makeup, that fake
orange.
tan. So much of
Ah,
fake.
orangish, correct.
It just looked I don't know what the hell was wrong. And it looked actually hilarious. I mean, if you guys have seen the
Was
Big
very
Bang Theory,
cold.
when it,
That could have also helped. I don't know. They were just. That was a new. No, the makeup was still Farouk, Shami, and Chi was there. Chi, and but it was very cold. I still remember it was raining on the last day. It was like I just want to go back home and get into my rajai. It was really cold that day. But I think in Saint Petersburg I had the best Indian food. It was a place called Taj Mahal, a restaurant.
Guru
And
always does this, and I never do it because when I go abroad with him, I'll always try the local stuff, and he'll look for Indian. And we had the most
Indian.
horrifying thing
I
in
remember
Bali.
in Berlin, there is this lady, I think Parminder auntie, who knows me
Bali,
because,
famous.
I each time go to her place and she says, please, no, review, Google पे review देना.
So
It's
yeah,
very
you guys
sweet and
must
endearing. And I think
abroad. I
I
do the
also
opposite.
put that also because, to connect with Indians there, it's a very different feeling to be as an expat trying to find your place there. And if you find someone who's close by who understands and because paneer she especially says मैं घर का खुद बनाती हूँ because normally there are these pseudo Indian places where they'll just made those chewy the texture of paneer is very weird whereas she knows what we're talking about so it's fresh even the naan is not like a kulcha के ऊपर उसको garam कर दिया types
Okay,
so it's
just a
fun.
question. Michelle is asking, when did Emma start following pageants? Emma used to take lessons from Guru about pageants from the start. Okay, let me say this. I really got to say, I've been watching pageants all my life, but not been following it like ardently. All right, Guru is an expert. Guru is an expert. I think one of the biggest, best expert in the world. You ask him in any trivia, you can actually do this. Ask him any vague question, and he'll have an answer to it. He remembers everything.
Actually, you should guys
I
should go and
remember.
chat ask chat GPT. I went there
Just
and it was
ask
like
ChatGPT about Guru because he knows his database is incredible. I mean, it's like an acoustic record of pageantry. Okay, that's what he is. That's why he's called the Guru. I love pageants. I follow it, and I do remember a lot. and I've learned everything from Guru till now, especially if you see how my predictions are now happening from the first time I did a prediction. But I'll always follow my heart again with what I see and who I love. So I'll always be out of the box. Now, just FYI, guys, I'm having memory issues of late because of my autoimmune disorder. So Guru's been such a darling, helping me through it, reminding me of things, sending me pictures when I forget. And I know I've seen it. In fact, I tell him we watched it together when I forget. So I'm having memory issues with little things that probably happened a few years ago, or maybe last year as well. So that is the problem. But yes, you're right. Every day I'm learning from Guru. Every moment we do some episode or a live or whatever, I am learning from Guru. And that's never gonna stop, darling. So yes.
Philippines 2016. What is Philippines 2016? Are we talking of? No way. It Paul 2016 is when it happened in
Hmm.
Philippines. You mean to say that gown? The green one or the red one? There were
I don't.
two. Philippines, the lady didn't probably speak English and didn't understand English, gave such a horrible answer. Uh,
Hmm.
and still she made it in the top six. Small stage, but great camera work. I think that was the high point of Miss Universe production value. That even if the stage is small, you can't imagine, guys, the stage in Moscow was tiny. I saw it and I said, "What is this?" It was a very small stage, but if you look at the production value that it got, it was amazing.
True.
It
I.
was really amazing.
Oh,
In
this
fact,
is fun.
2011, when it was in Sao Paulo, Brazil, that stage was huge because they had this whole the bridge that was iconic to Sao Paulo, and they had actually made the bridge as part of the stage in the center of the stage. Forgetting the name of this bridge, but it had just got inaugurated a year back, so they really wanted to embed that into the stage, and that's what normally countries
I
used to do
was
at that
watching
time.
this. I think you sent me. There was this
Stock
old,
production
really
stage
old
management.
competition, and they were in this. I think that's one. I don't know, in the 70s or when it was in the.
Altitude.
They were inside. It was like a cave, and these girls were on these boulders, and they walked down. I don't know which one. I have to look for that and ask you.
Which one?
Some
Which
competition,
one?
Miss World to Miss Universe, but it was in the 70s. It was not new, and it was like a complete mountain thing. It was a theme of mountain, and there were these rocks. So they were inside these little cave-like things, and they when they were announced, they would walk down these huge boulders, step
Greece.
boulders.
This no, this El Salvador. I think so.
India.
1972. I don't know. Could
Probably,
be.
yes, 72. And I was like, my God, these girls are gonna walk. I will fall down. It was like stones and everything. It was crazy.
I
My
don't
gosh.
know, but वैसा stage वैसे ही था. In
Yes.
fact, El Salvador, it happened 30 years before.
Wow, then Guru is like ChatGPT. Oh, we can also Guru if we have any doubts. Yeah, just Guru if you want to know about pageants. Forget about ChatGPT. Just Guru, and you will get all the information. Yeah, so I'm learning all the time, darlings. I mean, I know what I remember, and the rest I'm learning. So
What is the खाने का plan? I want to eat something. I had
it was almost dinner time, guys, and we actually overshot by 2 minutes. We're gonna be
but what should be the
signing off.
next live? I'm just curious to understand where we should be talking because there are vloggers who come every week. For example,
Look,
Tita
why
Lavina
don't
is
you
there.
do this, Guru, on I don't know Instagram or whatever? Put this poll out with topics and let them vote to see what they want us to talk about
We
live
can
next.
do a poll and basis that we will basically.
Correct. Do a poll, or yeah, I think a poll is fun, and
Because there's
then
nothing new coming up. There's just this pageant which is your Hispania Americano.
hmm,
And then there is Miss World announcement, and then there is MGI, and then there is supranational. Anyways, will come mid of the year,
hmm, hmm.
and Earth. I have no clue, and I think regional. I'm quite curious about Femina Miss India and Miss Universe India. I think these two local pageants are quite interesting. We've never done actually a proper one for Femina Miss India. I believe this time we can actually focus a little bit more on Femina Miss India. The finalists of those have come in, then it may be worth it because that quality is definitely
Which pageant Guru is the cave
Femina
one?
Miss
Yeah,
India.
that cave one. Even I want to know Hitpal. It was so scary watching these girls announce it, and it looked like big rocks. And I'm like, how did they get those rocks there? And I'm like, and then they were walking down. I'm like, she's gonna fall. She's gonna fall. It looked scary. It looked dangerous. It was like actually in a gufa somewhere. Like it was like I don't know what it was. So
I'm still
Um,
actually, fuck, I'll try to see because what I remember that whole thing about it being like a Colosseum type, in that there was one in which was definitely held in El Salvador when it was done last before
Send
2023.
me some picture, some reel on that, then I'll tell you about that because it's in my memory stuck, but I can't place it. But it was definitely retro. Yeah,
So
definitely retro, and it's just there, and I just can't remember. So,
it's
so which year Sao Paulo
20,
Brazil? I think it was Brazil.
2011.
Shivangi
2011
Desai
was the thing, huh?
applied for Miss India Gujarat. Oh, okay. Shivangi Desai, Miss Charm, 2024, has applied for Miss India Gujarat. Also, she was seen auditors today. She's from Miss India Maharashtra finals. Now she's in Miss India Gujarat auditions. Guys, try having a live chat with previous MU winners. All right, that's one thing, Guru. Previous MU winners.
Miss Universe winners like Harnaz Kaur Sandhu should come on our show. She's a previous Miss Universe winner.
I don't know what they want to give us. Give me more details, darling, on what exactly you want to see.
Previous winners. Maybe we can call Victoria.
Well,
Victoria
maybe we can do a
Dalvaje.
live chat with some one of our darlings. We have so many darlings. Maybe we can do a live chat having one of them on board. I think that would be a good panel discussion. We can do a panel discussion and you guys can just watch in with us. Good. I think that would be fun, right? Um, I think we'll do that. We gotta plan
Interesting.
something out. Yeah, let us know. Connect with us. Email us. You have our email address. Um, yeah. So, okay. What do you?
1971. Oh, now I'm fixated. Till the time I find something interesting, I will keep searching. No, I think 1975 is not the one. It's not the thing. I think it's more to do with.
Call Katrina for live chats. Oh, I don't think she'll come.
हम we are being honest. हमारी औकात नहीं है अभी.
हमारी इतनी औकात नहीं है रे Katrina. And Katrina is also like she knows where she wants to go and won't go
She
everywhere.
has her own podcast. Two steps back with NCAT. I wrote a very sweet message to her, and any human being who would have read this would have definitely responded back, and she is not. So that means she's not checking her emails, or it's gone to a spam. Because
Hmm.
I think she's also, I feel she's
Let
going
us
through,
know.
she's not going
Oh,
through the best of times. Somehow I get that feeling. I used to suddenly wake up at night and I used to tell my parents that I am feeling what Harnaz Kaur is feeling right now, and she's very disturbed. And I was visibly shaken up. Similarly, for Kat, she's going through a tough time. And I was kind of trying to console her through that podcast because that was quite.
hmm,
A tough topic. How do you manage single when you're single? Because if you realize that she was almost engaged, she was engaged, and then things did not materialize, and then her best pal, she ends up doing a podcast with her to kind
hmm,
of not kill time, but I think that's the way you still connect, and you still connect and stay relevant, and still are able to spend your time. Or sometimes it's a good distraction, right? So I think during those times is where you learn how to deal with life, who are your own people, and that's
hmm,
also God's way of testing you. So
hmm,
I think I'm sure she will get out of that as well, and she has so many things she has to do ahead, because this time they did not even invite her for the backstage correspondence because Kunan was no longer there. So there was also a history behind Kunan and Catriona, and
hmm,
as a goodwill gesture to the way I think Catriona responded to the feud that she had with
hmm,
Kunan. I think she was given that power to be the backstage correspondent for I think more than 2 years, 2 or 3 years. But this time
hmm,
when Conan was no longer in power, I think anything to do with her and or her influence or her decision was just rubbished by Mister. What was his name? Raul Rocha. So
hmm,
as part of that, she was no longer required, and she was quite sad when one of the Filipino ladies asked, "Okay, have you not been invited?" And she's like, "No." And she makes it into a funny story, but you can see the undertone. She's actually not happy,
You
but
guys are
she'll
not gonna like it the
trivialize
way the
it.
when she does this, oh no, and very coy. She's so fake. I'm sorry. There's something about her that comes off very fake, and I still again I'm not seeing her personal, like her real
It's a
personality.
coping mechanism.
Yeah, so it's that
She
real
tries
real
to cope.
thing of hers, like be bold and on your face is not there with her. She's just everyone's like, oh, she's cute, so she's playing that part and she's doing that. I don't I just find it really cringy when she does that. It doesn't come out natural of who she truly is. She's
But
just
she's
playing this
over
beauty
prepared.
queen.
So I think that's one of the pet peeves that people have, that she's not spontaneous. Everything is rehearsed, re-rehearsed,
Everything is real, and
staged.
she knows people are looking at her. There was this
So
I don't
she's
know
the
when
most prepared Miss Universe. But uh there's one time
yeah,
in the entire
again,
pageant
Guru,
where
what
I
were we
thought that
talking about? When an Armageddon time comes and you're gonna be your true self, which personality you going to bring out, right? So that's what we were talking about. Where's the real
come
personality
out
of you?
there, speak for yourself, because you are the leader of your life. You are the
Yeah,
voice
come
of
on and
your
speak for
thing.
yourself. It's too made up. It is too plastic. It is how we initially had a problem with Aishwarya Rai being so plastic. Then afterwards it came out, and still she keeps herself very guarded, which is of her nature being a Scorpio, that she will be guarded. But yeah, again, but I do see Shishmita again being a Scorpio. Same birthdays almost. She has a more outgoing way where she's showing her
Interesting.
true self.
Let's actually do the queens and their birthday,
Zodiac.
which is their zodiac, and try to do
Yes,
something
yes,
on
yes,
that
yes.
as our next episode.
And
That'll be interesting.
with the tarot twist, I think we can do that. People love
Do
seeing my
something
tarot.
interesting.
Yeah,
Because
let's
otherwise it
probably
gets boring. Though I love chatting, but then it brings out a different version of
like
me. But then I'd rather focus my time on something which is more productive, because this
why don't
chatting
we
can
do
do
this?
any which
Why
ways.
don't we do this? Let's pick up some six queens, famous six queens of ours, and then we'll do tarot on top of this zodiacs and personalities, and let's see what comes out for them for 2026. How's that?
What I'm saying is, go back into the, which zodiac has got the maximum number of queens. So if I map the birth date of the last, for example, 20
Oh
Miss
Lord, I'm
World
search for
queens,
you.
it's very simple. This is just Miss. We'll put Chat GPT to it. Now we'll put the name of the
Yeah.
queen and then the date of birth and the zodiac, and we'll plot a graph. We'll get to know, is it evenly spread. So that'll be a good analysis of
Hmm.
where is it that queens that are introvertish, do they actually make good queens because they have to be spokespersons, or it's about the INTJ, or the very vocal or very visible or very extrovertish queens, are those are the ones that actually rule the roost, and basis that what are their zodiac signs. So some interesting analysis can be done, and I think that will be a part
So
of the
let's let's
discussion.
let's
We
work
will
on that.
firm it up.
Let's
Yeah, we'll
talk about
firm
that.
on that.
I think I would love to get into personalities and traits and temperaments because I do that for a living. I'm being a spiritual counselor, so I have all this database with me as well. So I think let's do that, Guru. Let's take a twist on the next live. Let's take a twist on what our topic and how we're going to operate it to be, and then we'll keep you in the loop, guys, and what we're going to be doing. Okay, I think we need to sign off. It is a 9:12 by the clock, and I am hungry, and Guru's also hungry. By the way, Guru, what you wearing? I'm seeing football on the side, and football season is starting. This World Cup is starting. Oh, okay.
Some
Let's
European Union shit.
European
Some
Union, and
old
that's Italy. And show me the this thing. Aeronautica. Oh,
aeronautic military.
see, I love that. So World Cup season is starting. I'm not excited because it's been held. It's being held in USA. Anyway, it's going to be an absolute disaster. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, the season started. UEFA is going to be seeing finals as well. Arsenal is topping all the leagues, and we're super excited. So yeah, football season is going to come. So you're going to be seeing a lot of football inputs from Emma. That's Emma's first love is football, by the way, just in case you didn't know.
We should tell Emma to do what Emma Tiglav does in her starting.
Yeah,
Emma Tiglav. Oh, she does this twirling of the
it's
what is
pickleball,
it called?
darling. This is the football FIFA World Cup going on, and in America it starts in June. I think June, July.
Yeah,
Um, I
I've
don't
got
watch Super Bowl.
I've
I
got a
don't
gazebo request. Who wants to have gazebo butter chicken and malai tikka with two
I want
naans?
gazebo biryani. I'll have gazebo biryani, and then get me that. You were saying Coco Berry did the training for Manika or who or Mehek. I was
Uh,
thinking pinkberry. It just said cocoa
you
berry.
know,
I'm
being
thinking
very, I'm waiting for their flavors. They're no longer the flavors that I want, but
really,
I
I used to love that
definitely want to
coconut
eat.
and pineapple, strawberry, and those fruits. Oh,
Okay,
I miss pinkberry
chalo,
so
chalo, khana
much.
khana. Okay,
Hi
thank
guys.
you
I
guys
think I'm gonna
for
have I
being.
have a yeah dinner
I need
time.
to.
Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you guys for staying up with us on our Sunday. And I'm hoping you're having a wonderful, blessed, warm Sunday. It was quite sunny today, so I'm super excited. Spring is back. Well, we will come back with a more interesting live next time. This was just something we did. We didn't do it yesterday because, of course, we were backlagging on some episodes, but we will be in touch. So let us know what you want us to do as well. We have something up, and we will put up a poll. So we'll put up a poll out of the options we're deciding, and let us know what you think. So don't forget to vote on that, please. All right. So I think that's it. Take care. Have a wonderful Sunday. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified on our upcoming channels and videos. Not channels, videos. I'm hungry. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to go on our website. www. I said that better than Urvashi Rotella. www.thepageantgroups.com. And of course, email us if you want to talk to us or collab, whatever. Thepageantgurus@gmail.com. I think that's it. And we will, of course, keep you updated on what's coming up next in the pageant world. So that's it. Be safe. We love you. Thank you for being with us. And take care, sweetie. Okay, Gurus. Mum time. I'm on my mum right now. I'm gonna have ice cream. Gonna have ice cream. See you guys. Mwah.
Shukriya, 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 shukriya.
So hungry. I'm
See
so hungry.
yous. Bye bye.
Hmm.
Is this going live? Is this stopping?
I think it's stopped now.
I think it should.